Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. My name is Wicky, and today I am going to talk about something very personal and very important in my life. The topic is how I improved my English speaking. If you are learning English and you feel shy, nervous, or frustrated, this episode is for you. I understand your feelings because I was in the same situation before. I was scared to speak in English. I knew some grammar. I knew some vocabulary. But when it was time to speak, my mind became blank. I started to sweat. I was afraid people would laugh at me. Maybe you feel the same way. Don't worry. Today I will share my real experience and simple methods that helped me improve my English speaking step by step. First, I want to tell you about my problem. When I was in school, I learned English as a subject. I studied grammar rules. I memorized answers for exams. I passed exams. But I could not speak fluently. I realized something important. Knowing grammar is not the same as speaking English. Speaking is a skill. And like any skill, you must practice it regularly. For example, if you want to learn swimming, you cannot just read a book about swimming. You must go into the water. The same thing applies to English speaking. You must speak. One day, I decided to change my mindset. I stopped saying, "My English is bad." Instead, I started saying, "I am learning English." This small change in thinking helped me a lot. I understood that making mistakes is normal. Even native speakers make mistakes. For example, famous people like Elon Musk speak English very well, but sometimes they also make small mistakes in interviews. Nobody is perfect, so why should I be afraid of small mistakes? The first thing I did was start speaking to myself. Yes, it may sound funny, but it works. Every day I talked to myself in English. When I woke up, I described my morning. I said, "Now I am brushing my teeth. Now I am making tea. Today I have work. I feel a little tired." I spoke simple sentences. I did not worry about grammar too much. The goal was to speak without fear. Slowly, my brain became more comfortable with English. The second thing I did was think in English. Before, I always thought in my mother language and then translated into English. This made me slow. It also made me nervous. So I trained myself to think directly in English. When I saw a tree, I said in my mind, "That tree is very tall." When I saw a dog, I thought, "That dog looks happy." At first, it was difficult, but after some weeks, it became natural. Thinking in English improved my speaking speed. Another important method was listening. Listening is very powerful. I started listening to English podcasts and interviews every day. I listened while traveling, walking, or resting. I did not understand everything at the beginning, but I did not stop. I listened again and again. Slowly, I understood more. Listening helped me learn pronunciation, sentence structure, and natural expressions. I also watched movies in English. One movie that inspired me was The Pursuit of Happiness. I listened carefully to how the actors spoke. I repeated some sentences. This helped me improve my pronunciation and confidence. Reading aloud was another powerful habit. Every day, I read one page of an English book or article loudly. Not silently, but loudly. When you read aloud, your mouth practices speaking. Your tongue becomes flexible. Your pronunciation improves. Sometimes I recorded my voice. Then I listened to it. First, I did not like my voice, but this helped me understand my mistakes. I noticed where I spoke too fast or too slowly. Recording yourself is uncomfortable, but it is very helpful. I also started learning useful phrases instead of single words. Before, I memorized vocabulary lists, but I did not know how to use the words in real conversation. So I changed my method. I learned full sentences like, in my opinion, from my experience, I agree with you, or that's a good question. These phrases helped me speak more naturally. When you learn ready-made sentences, speaking becomes easier. Confidence was another big challenge. I was afraid people would judge me, but then I realized something important. Most people are busy thinking about themselves. They are not focusing on my mistakes. And many people actually respect someone who tries to speak a new language. So I started speaking English whenever I had the chance. I spoke with friends. I spoke in small discussions. I did not wait until my English became perfect. If you wait for perfection, you will wait forever. Sometimes I felt demotivated. Sometimes I thought, why is this so hard? During those times, I watched motivational videos and listened to successful speakers. I learned that improvement takes time. No one becomes fluent in 1 month. It is a journey. Even great speakers practice regularly. Consistency is more important than speed. Even if you practice only 15 minutes every day, it is better than practicing 3 hours one day and stopping for 1 week. I also made small goals. For example, I said, this week I will learn 10 new useful sentences. Or today I will speak for 5 minutes without stopping. Small goals gave me small wins. Small wins gave me confidence. Confidence gave me motivation. And motivation helped me continue. Another thing that helped me was accepting my accent. Many learners feel shy about their accent. I also felt that way. But then I understood that having an accent is normal. English is a global language. People from different countries speak English in different ways. The goal is not to sound exactly like an American or British person. The goal is to communicate clearly. If people understand you, that is success. I also tried to use English in real life. I changed my phone language to English. I wrote my daily to-do list in English. I searched information in English. I followed English pages on social media. I surrounded myself with English. When English becomes part of your daily life, improvement becomes natural. There were moments when I made mistakes in public. Sometimes people corrected me. At first, I felt embarrassed. But later, I started saying, thank you. Corrections are not insults. They are opportunities to learn. Every mistake taught me something new. Every mistake made me stronger. Now, when I speak English, I still make mistakes sometimes. But I am not afraid anymore. I focus on communication, not perfection. The biggest change was not grammar or vocabulary. The biggest change was my mindset. I believed that I could improve. And because I believed it, I continued practicing. If you are listening to me right now and you feel your English is not good, I want to tell you something important. You can improve, but you must take action. Speak every day. Think in English. Listen a lot. Read aloud. Learn useful phrases. Record yourself. Make small goals. And most importantly, do not be afraid of mistakes. Improving English speaking is like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you stop using it, it becomes weak. So keep practicing. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day can change your life in 1 year. Today, I am not a perfect speaker, but I am a confident speaker, and that is enough for me. My journey is still continuing, and your journey can start today. Thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Wicky, and this was my story about how I improved my English speaking. If this episode helped you, share it with a friend who is learning English. Keep practicing, keep believing, and never give up. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.